All right, Patriots, the numbers we're about to share with you aren't just statistics, they're evidence of what might be the largest financial crime in human history. Elon Musk DOGE agents have uncovered $100 billion in Medicare and Medicaid fraud, but that's just the beginning. We're talking about $2.7 trillion in improper government payments. Think about that number. Your government has been hemorrhaging money at a rate that defies comprehension. While Democrats scream about DOGE team members being too young, these digital natives are exposing decades of fraud that the bureaucrats thought they'd hidden forever. Speaking of healthcare waste, here's something the government doesn't want you to know. While they've wasted billions in Medicare fraud, Americans are struggling with basic health issues like high blood pressure. What's worse, the same system that's bleeding taxpayer money is pushing expensive solutions when natural alternatives exist. That's why I trust this breakthrough blood pressure formula. Unlike the bloated healthcare system DOGE just exposed, this solution is effective and cost-effective. Visit boostwithgary.com for 40% off and take control of your health while Washington scrambles to hide their Medicare fraud. Okay, are you guys going to be watching the Super Bowl? I don't really care, but there might be some reason. Sometimes I just watch for the commercials, right? Anyway, I'm not a sports guy. Politics is my sport, and that's what I'm addicted to. I love it. But there might be one reason here to really tune in to the Super Bowl. Hopefully they're not taking knees this year. Check this out. My buddy Tom, whenever Tom texts me, I gotta pay attention. He texts this to me, and I thought, holy cow, this is absolutely amazing. Check this out. Elon Musk spending $40 million. He's exposing government waste. He's going to expose it during the Super Bowl. Check this out.
Something that Elon Musk is spending. So I just learned something that Elon Musk is spending $40 million on something. He's spending $40 million of his own money. You will not believe what he's spending $40 million of his own money on. He is purchasing 5 ads in the Super Bowl to expose the corruption that he's finding. 5 ads in the Super Bowl. Can you believe that? He's spending $40 million to purchase 5 ads during the Super Bowl so he can expose the corruption that he's finding. This is what I voted for. We voted for change. We voted for Trump because we knew with Trump we would get change. Hallelujah. I've got a hair in front of my face. This is what I voted for.
That's what we all
Sorry,
voted
I gotta
for,
wait
buddy.
For 1 minute.
That's what we all voted for. Of course, this comes from Test Dummy, posted 5 hours ago. I mean, the question's being asked, can someone confirm this? Okay, so I want everyone to take this with a grain of salt, but $40 million on Super Bowl ads exposing government corruption? I certainly hope so. Here's President Trump. This was 4 hours ago. Caitlin Collins, you know who she is, right? She was the one who ran that CNN town hall. She's now the White House press correspondent. Maybe I'll run into her next week when I'm at the White House, have some nice exchange with her, exchange niceties. Look forward to meeting some of these folks. President Trump confirms he's directed Elon Musk to review Pentagon spending, which has the largest discretionary spending in the federal budget. Let's listen.
Proportionally.
Did Elon Musk to review Pentagon spending, given it's the biggest discretionary spending in the federal budget?
Education, just about everything. We're going to go through everything, just as it was so bad with what we just went through with this horrible situation we just went through. And I guess 97% of the people have been dismissed. It was very, very unfortunate. You're not going to find anything like that, but you're going to find a lot. And I've instructed him to go check out education, to check out the Pentagon, which is the military. And, sadly, you'll find some things that are pretty bad. But I don't think proportionally you're going to see anything like we just saw.
Okay, well, we're going to wait to see if she is Jim Acosta in a dress, but, Jim Acosta's out at CNN, and she holds the position that he held for 4 years, antagonizing President Trump, and I think that CNN's going to be singing a different tune. Planet of Memes. I love the memes. U.S. Agency for International Development is now a Spirit Halloween store. Gotta love the memes. And speaking of memes, that's Time Magazine. They are a meme. Nobody pays attention, but they decided to troll President Trump by putting this picture of Elon Musk behind the Resolute desk, going after Donald Trump's ego. But look, we see beyond all this. We pay no mind to this. We see right through it for what it is. Just more propaganda. So here's this from Mario Nafal, DOGE team uncovering $100 billion in Medicare and Medicaid waste. Elon has exposed a staggering $100 billion in wasted taxpayer money within Medicare and Medicaid, calling it the epicenter of fraud. Elon warned this is where the big money fraud is happening, as DOGE teams working with CMS officials reviewed payment and contracting systems. The scale of fraud and mismanagement is now under intense scrutiny, with Trump's administration set to crack down on systemic abuse. This is directly from the Gateway Pundit, and here is the tweet. They wasted $100 billion of taxpayer money. Elon Musk quote tweeting Insurrection Barbie. Elon Musk and DOGE getting ready to audit CMS Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services. They have read-only access, but will be able to identify fraud, waste, and abuse. CMS has 6,710 employees and dispersed $1.5 trillion in 2024, which is 22% of the budget. Holy cow. They dispensed $1.5 trillion just last year. DOGE aids search Medicare agency payment systems for fraud. Here's Elon Musk. Yes, this is where the big money fraud is happening. So it appears that perhaps USAID was just the tip of the iceberg. Now, we have this Elon Musk. Okay, do you guys see what happened at the this was just amazing. At the Department of Education today, we have some more footage. There she is, Maxine Waters. Oh, my goodness. She broke the internet today with her wig. Here, let's just listen.
Be able to walk in. Hey, everybody, I'm here with multiple members of Congress. We're here to go to the Department of Education to fight for education, and they have locked the doors. They're not letting us in. It says all access entrance. There's this random guy out here who's refusing to let us in.
His name is...
What's his name?
His name is...
And right here, they have armed officers as well, acting like we're dangerous. A year ago, I'd be able to walk into this building and not be locked out. This is what they're doing. Elon is allowed in, but not you, not your elected representatives, not parents, not students. Elon can go in, his goons can go in, but not the representatives of the people.
And you know what we caught there? Maxine Waters purposely doxing a federal employee because the lunatic left, they would love to find out who that person is and then just make his life a living hell, which is what they do. Maxine Waters should be ashamed for what she just did there. Rapid response, 47. Posting 11 hours ago, there's going to be so much savings because of what DOGE is doing. National Economic Council Director Kevin Hassett. Let's listen.
Elon's efforts.
At the end of the day, are we going to get the cuts in spending that DOGE has promised? It may be a way off, but at the end of that day, are we going to get it?
You know, the president is 100% serious about deficit reduction. It's one reason why Elon is on the team. And we've been overwhelmed with the positive response of Elon's efforts. Elon is the hardest working guy I've ever seen. His office is actually over there right next to mine or close to mine. And it's impossible to be there however late you are without Elon working there when he's in town. And I got to say, he's finding things that need to be fixed, and he's fixing them at really at light speed. And there's going to be so much savings because of what DOGE is doing that you should be really, really excited about it, because we need to stop doing really stupid things so that when we spend our money on the good things, the things that really matter, that we've got more of that. And that's why Elon is doing what he's doing.
And I want more of it. Did you see this? This is a late night tweet from Elon Musk. Anyone want to create a hard-hitting show on X called 69 Minutes? I will actually fund it. He was quote tweeting, Stephanie Tyler, how much does it cost and when do we buy it? Elon Musk, X Media presents 69 Minutes. Oh, Elon Musk. And then Mike Lee raising the question, we brought this up recently in a previous report about the cost of the penny. It costs like 3 cents to make a penny. DOGE has now proposed eliminating the penny. That will save taxpayers $179 million a year. That was posted by the Calvin Coolidge Project. Mike Lee asking, would you keep the penny or get rid of it? What do you think about that? 23 hours ago, Insurrection Barbie. Wall Street Journal is reporting Trump is getting ready to fire thousands of HHS employees. Climate Justice Division of the EPA is gone. 168 people have been fired. NGOs are shuttering migrant facilities across the country as federal funds dry up. U.S. aid moved under Rubio, and 7,900 employees are put on administrative leave. Termination of all federal funds going to media. DOGE has cut $750 million in federal contracts and $45 million in leases. No men and women's sports. Pause of federal funding to sanctuary cities. Federal audit of all NGOs. Trump hasn't even been in office for a full month, baby. That post got 1.1 million views. I'm celebrating it. Are you? It's only day 19. Come on. Give me some more. Give me some more. DOGE subcommittee. Here we have, again, $2.7 trillion of your taxpayer dollars in improper government payments wasted. It's broken. It's time to fix it. The DOGE committee will offer solutions. The date will be 10 a.m. on February 12th, which is next week. That is actually when I am flying into Washington, D.C. to get my hard pass from the White House. The war on waste stamping out the scourge of improper payments and fraud. Now, I can't say that I will be at that hearing because I will be in transit, but perhaps we can bring you a stream of it and let you guys hang out with us. Oh, this is funny. Declaration of memes. Watching bureaucrats you fired drive away in the cars that you made. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine all these? How many Tesla owners just got fired from their government job, knowing that Elon Musk was the man behind their firing or their resignation? They have to take their box of cardboard with their plant and their red stapler, and they have to walk out to their Cybertruck or their Model X, and they have to get in the car, and they have to drive Elon Musk's car off the premises. Talk about humiliation. Senator Cruz, this is posted 24 hours ago, breaking 911. The fact that Elon Musk, one of the top technology CEOs on the planet Earth, is available to bring his expertise. Well, let's listen to his own words.
As I said, it's not subsequent acts.
Senator, are you comfortable with Elon Musk having a role in upgrading or overhauling air traffic control?
I think that's actually tremendously important. I have been advocating for a long time modernization of air traffic control. Our air traffic control technology is from the 1950s. We are literally using radar and strips of paper and floppy disks. And the fact that Elon Musk, one of the top technology CEOs on planet Earth, is available to bring his expertise and the expertise of world-class engineers to bring air traffic control out of the 1950s and into the 21st century. I think that is a real opportunity. I'm glad President Trump raised that issue this morning at the prayer breakfast. That, as I said, is something I've been advocating for a long time, but there's no doubt that having current technology rather than technology decades out of date would make everyone safer.
Sir,
I think he's right. Maybe it's time to bring the United States government out of the Stone Age. I think so. Okay, what is this? Okay. Yeah. Okay, who thought of this? Let's see. This is a meme. What is it from Don Keith? Okay, here we go.
If I'm honest, I think
And we're live. Today we've got President Trump and Elon Musk in the studio. Welcome back, guys.
Hey, Joe, good to see you.
Always a pleasure, Joe.
Now, President Trump, you've been back in office for less than 2 weeks, and it's fair to say you're keeping busy. How's it going?
Well, Joe, as you know, we're sending the bad people back to their countries. But if I'm honest, I think I may have overdone it with the Hispanics.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, Joe, Taco Tuesday feels different now. Less taco, more Tuesday.
What about you, Elon? What's up?
The usual, building cars, science experiments, pioneering rocket technology.
How German of you.
Nice one. I did not see that one coming.
Come on, guys. Do you really think this is a good idea? Just kidding. Baby, I love you.
Anyways, Mr. President, what's next on your agenda?
Well, Joe, we've got a lot of things to take care of, starting with all of the...
Sorry, guys. I think there was something wrong with that elk steak I had for lunch.
Don't be sorry. You know I'm quite the farter myself.
Listen, guys, no one knows farts like I do. I have the best farts, the warmest farts, farts that smell like you've never smelled before.
I feel sorry for Melania.
Don't be. She's my closest competitor.
Hey, did you guys know I invented a new type of fart?
What?
Yeah, I call it the Admiral's fart. Check it out.
This guy's a genius.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, man. You know, these meme cartoons are hilarious. I follow a couple accounts. Yeah, just, you know, for clarity, that was not actually Elon Musk and Joe Rogan and Donald Trump talking, in case I had to spell it out for you. Okay? That was a cartoon. And it was hilarious. And I could almost smell the farts from here, even though it was a cartoon. Okay, New York Times Communications being forced to issue this statement because, as you know, part of the what happened with the expose and DOGE and USAID was the amount of money that was going to Politico and New York Times and all these other media outlets, and now they're all being forced to issue statements. New York Times Communications posting this 24 hours ago, stating that in response to inaccurate information about federal funding, the New York Times, of the New York Times being circulated online, here are the facts. Federal funds received by the Times are payments for subscriptions that government offices and agencies have purchased to better understand the world. Various parts of the federal government have bought subscriptions from the Times for decades, under both Democrat and Republican administrations, including the first Trump administration. Oh, I'll try to zoom that in for you a little bit better. For example, they state, one arrangement provides more than 1 million active duty and retired military members and their families access to the Times. Well, I'm pretty sure most of them are only using it for the bottom of the birdcage. Maybe if they're in a far-off land, toilet paper. They say here the amount of revenue earned from these federal subscriptions is minimal, less than 1/1000th of what the Times takes in annually, which is equal to the amount of Native American ancestry that Elizabeth Warren has. I don't think that's a coincidence there. There are no federal grants made to the Times. Well, it doesn't have to be a grant if you're just buying millions of dollars in subscriptions, right? Not a grant. Yeah, we believe anything you're saying. Okay, we ain't even done yet, folks. We ain't even done. So we've got this as well. Did you see this? Oh, my goodness. This apparently, Elon Musk, 23 hours ago, posted this Chad program. Tonight on Jeopardy, the category is famous tweets and who wrote them. The question is, who is Elon Musk? I rewatched Office Space tonight for the 5th time to prepare for DOGE. And doesn't it feel like that? Doesn't it feel like DOGE is like Office Space in real time? Yeah, you got to go talk to the Elons. And you got to go talk to them and explain what it is you do here. And speaking of the media, here is Dennis Neal. 12 hours ago, Politico supposedly charges $12,000 and more per year for special subscriptions. He notes that nothing in Politico is worth $12,000. This is a government payoff, he says. It worked. Quote, what's bugging me on Ricochet, rest of media come clean, fess up by the leadership genius of Elon Musk. Is that, I mean, straight up, Brian Krasenstein, Politico, since its launch 18 years ago, has never taken a cent of government subsidies or state funding. Trump is absolutely wrong. That is what the Politico CEO, he is defending the allegations. But like I just mentioned, if they are masking all of those subscriptions, if allegedly masking those subscriptions as payments, whatever, like they're using subscriptions to cover for a large money laundering. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. Okay, enough. Here we have the Marines pass their audit. This is from Mariona Fall. For the second year in a row, the U.S. Marine is the only branch of the Department of Defense to pass its financial audit. While the rest of the Pentagon struggles to track trillions, the Marines accounted for every single dollar. How nice. The Marines have their shit together. Nancy Mace, 24 hours ago, reveals that $10 million worth of taxpayer money was spent on creating transgender mice, rats, and monkeys. What? How much?
Therapies at universities, more than $10 million in taxpayer funds that were spent creating transgender mice, rats, and monkeys. These DEI grants funded painful and deadly transgender experiments that forced lab animals to undergo invasive surgeries and hormone therapies at universities across the country.
Oh, my goodness. Well, thankfully, that's over with. Congressman Ben Klein. I'm fed up with the scripted outrage of the left and their lies about DOGE. Real Donald Trump campaigned on using Elon Musk's expertise to make government more efficient. Trump won, and he's keeping that promise. And he has an entire letter he's written to his constituents. Don't believe the lies. You know, there might be global outrage, but it's all manufactured. It's all designed to put pressure on President Trump and sway public opinion. But remember, all of those global organizations, the international media, and any organization that's going to put out white papers to push against Trump and Elon, they have to get the green light from someone. So somebody somewhere, some affected party who has had their cash removed from them because of USAID or DOGE cutting a contract, they are pissed. Their bosses are saying, okay, unleash the hounds, go after Donald Trump, go after Elon. Nothing happens in the global community without the green light. We are the biggest dogs on the block. Everybody knows it. And Donald Trump knows it, and he's actually flexing that power. People are freaking out because now there's finally somebody in the Oval Office who knows what authority he has. Games are changing. China was given remote access to all Treasury workstations. Okay, so 2 days ago, DOGE. Democrats in Congress didn't seem to mind that China had remote access to every workstation in the Treasury as recently as December. Now, a month later, they're freaking out because Elon Musk is accessing the very same computers, and now he's cleaning up the mess. Here we have Elon Musk. He is posting, this is 11 hours ago. This is a 16-minute clip. I'm not going to play the whole clip, but it is our beloved Senator Kennedy. Let's see if we have some context. Senator Kennedy, as defense of Elon Musk DOGE, left the room speechless. Okay, let's listen. So Elon Musk posting this.
Like me, President, I want to try to put in perspective what many of my Democratic friends have been talking about today. They're very, very, very upset at President Trump. And they're very, very, very upset at Elon Musk. President Trump ran for president on a number of issues. One of the issues he ran on, he said it almost every day. He said, if you make me president, I'm going to go through the entire budget and review all the spending, line by line. If I heard him say that once, I heard him say it 1,000 times. And that's what he's been doing. He went out and appointed, through an executive order, Elon Musk, who some people like him, some don't, but he's not a dummy. He's a very successful business person. He's got a top secret security clearance. President Trump issued an executive order, and he turned to Mr. Musk, and he said, Mr. Musk, I want you to do for me what I said I was going to do in the election. I want you to go through all the spending, line by line. Now, let me ask you something, Mr. President. How are you going to review the spending without reviewing the spending? How are you going to audit the spending by an agency without auditing the agency? That's what I mean when I say common sense is illegal in Washington, D.C. That's what Mr. Musk is doing. He's put together a crackerjack team, and they're going through everybody's spending line by line, item by item. And my Democratic colleagues are very, very, very upset. And they've been very eloquent. They've talked about the process, and President Trump's executive order supposedly violates the Constitution. And they've accused Mr. Musk of having conflicts of interest. And so I've heard people say he's sitting over there with a notepad copying down everybody's Social Security number, and he's going to go use it to make money. I mean, people in this town, not just my Democratic colleagues, they're really upset. They've never said anybody question their spending. But that's what Mr. Musk is doing. But you know, I've listened. This has been going on for a week. People have been screaming like they're part of a prison riot. Oh, my God, look at what Musk is doing. He's looking at the spending. And I've listened to people talk about the process and debate whether it's constitutional and discuss how many lawyers can dance on the head of a pin. But you know what? I haven't heard one single person who's upset with President Trump or Mr. Musk talk about what he's found. They don't want to talk about the spending porn, the waste of taxpayer money that he's found. I mean, that's the point of all this. I tell you who is interested, the American people.
Ain't that right? The American people. We're getting answers now. Also, this was trending. The 20-year-old DOGE geniuses finding out that our country is run by 55 to 70-year-olds who can't use a computer without their grandson's help. Meanwhile, morale has plummeted, said 3 OPM officials, as DOGE agents have clashed with senior career personnel. One official recalled a recent meeting in which a young DOGE team member began screaming at senior developers, calling them idiots. Yeah, takes some big balls to do that. Okay, let's go back to this moment here. This was also trending. This is another angle. This is the epic showdown. Representative Maxine Waters, who has a history of calling for violence, and other Democrat Congress members trying to gain access to the Department of Education and are denied.
So a private security contractor
do you know who members of Congress are?
Members of Congress.
We're all members of Congress. Maybe you don't understand.
A private security contractor is making the decision to block members of Congress from access, from a public going on. They won't even open the door to this building to members of Congress. We are not posing any threat.
Where is this building, but not the people's representatives. They allow billionaires and their cronies to go in, but not. There's a lack of transparency here. The members of Congress, the people of Congress are not allowed.
They're calling Elon Musk, who is basically providing the American people with transparency. They're saying that it's a lack of transparency. You can't make this up. Only in Washington.
This is not transparent.
They're locking our kids out. Well, not only are they not letting us in, now
they're locking our kids out. That's what they're saying.
Call the Department of Homeland Security. We are members of Congress here to talk with the Department of Education, and they're treating us.
The kids deserve to have us go in and fight for them.
This is appalling.
The children of this country deserve that battle.
The children of this country deserve it. Yeah. What has the Department of Education actually ever done?
Public institution. This is not Russia.
Let the camera see him. Let the camera see him. This man here. Contractor.
We are members of Congress.
Come in.
They're blocking us.
I want you to see this man here, who is a federal employee. He told us.
He's not.
Are you a federal employee?
No.
Huh?
Yes.
No, he said he's a federal employee. We pay him. We raise money to make sure that we have a Department of Education. Everybody that's hired at the Department of Education are here because we pay for them to be here. He's standing here today, blocking the door, and he can't give us a good reason why he's blocking this door.
Make sure they see.
Right here, all access entrance.
Well, he's making sure that transparency actually occurs because you guys are trying to stop him. Here is CNN seething about a DOGE staffer named Big Balls who founded a company called Tesla Sexy LLC. Yeah, this is what CNN spends their time on.
Yes, so this is a 19-year-old high school graduate who has used the unfortunate nickname Big Balls online, so that would be one way that we could refer to him. He is now working at Musk's behest inside DOGE, and we looked into his background. And so we found, several notable things, Aaron, one of which is that this individual has founded multiple companies, including one with another unfortunate name, Tesla.Sexy LLC, which he established in 2021. He would have been around 16 years old. Now, this LLC controls dozens of web domains. Yes, so this is a 19-year-old.
Yeah, this is what CNN's spending their time on. So look at what's happening here. A team of 20-somethings led by Elon Musk has done what thousands of government experts couldn't or wouldn't do for decades. They've exposed fraud so massive it could fund an entire space program. Medicare, Medicaid, USAID, it is all connected. So while Maxine Waters throws tantrums trying to storm federal buildings, DOGE is following the money. And what they're finding should terrify every American taxpayer. The Marines, they passed their audits, but the rest of the Pentagon can't even account for trillions. Democrats who ignored Chinese hackers in the Treasury are now panicking about Trump appointees accessing the same systems. So here's the question nobody's asking. If this much fraud was hiding in plain sight, what will we find when DOGE starts digging deeper? Drop your thoughts below. And rock your patriot pride with our exclusive MAGA Avengers collection. Grab a Next News Network hat at shop.nextnewsnetwork.com.